Okay. Should be getting into this pretty soon. I'm guessing you can probably hear me by now, as always. Let me know how everything's sounding. Okay. All right, and we're live. Hello, everybody. So first thing that I know this is a weird time for most of my viewers. It is, what is it? For most of my viewers, it is Monday morning, so that's weird. And you might be saying, but Pinkacross, I thought you had a job. Yes, I do. For me, I'm in Asia right now. This is after work, so yeah. So this is this is after work. So it's a bit late for me, but I'm going to probably get to bed pretty shortly after this. Anyway, I won't be able to stream this upcoming what was it? Won't be able to stream this weekend. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, very unusual time, but hope you guys are going to join this nonetheless. I know most people won't be able to attend because for most people this time's going to be like super weird and they're going to be at work and they're going to be at school or whatever. So I get that. I'm not expecting a ton of people to be able to attend. There was just, I wanted to do this so that people at least have the VOD because yeah, I wanted to do that so people at least have the VOD because I'm not going to be able to stream at a usual time. Someone's saying, pick across. This is the 4th time you've shown Lokix in class. Yes, understood. So let me explain kind of what's going on here with the bug. So for those that aren't familiar, Lokix is a really fun Pokemon. It's got a lot going for it. So the set we're going to be running today, and the most popular set by far in the overused tier, is Choice Band, and these guys typically run U-Turn, Leech Life, First Impression, and Knockoff. This is a nice buff. It didn't have Knockoff at the start of the generation, and it got it later, which was really good. So Lokix has gotten even better as time has passed. And they run Adamant. Now here's the big thing about this is Tinted Lens. Bug is resisted by like everything. It is resisted by everything. Bug is not a good offensive type, but it has no immunities. So that's a major point in its favor. Now normally, it's still like you have no immunities, okay, fine, but like everything can resist you. Steel resist, poison resist, flying resist, all the best defensive types, and then just a bunch of random types resist Bug. Tinted Lens doubles the power of your attacks if it's not super effective, if it's not very effective. So basically, if you're not very effective, it's neutral. Now, still 4 times resist, you still do get resisted by that, but only regular, not 4 times. So Lokix with Banded, Terra Bug, First Impression, a 90 base power move. This is basically the best revenge killer ever. The best, probably even like in Ubers. Like this is the most consistent, reliable damage you can do to something, and Terra is a huge win for Lokix. Terra suits it very well. First reason is that it's because its bug moves are so consistent because of Tinted Lens. You almost always just want to click bug moves. Terra Bug is super strong on it. It'll be good in almost every single matchup, whereas normally Terra is quite situational. And secondly, your opponent cannot Terra to escape First Impression ever. It is the only case where this is like, like Dragonite, it can turn into a ghost type. You got your Rillaboom, it can turn into a dragon, fire, grass, whatever. Lokix, because if you Terra, you're turning into a mono type, meaning you can't 4 times resist. So even if you Terra into a fire, steel, whatever, Tinted Lens is going to make that neutral. So you cannot Terra out of getting revenge killed by Lokix. This is the best revenge killer of all time, in my opinion. When do we do Persian again? I'm not sure. The team was super sick. I'd like to do it soon, but I put out a vote asking if people wanted to see a Alolan Persian Part 2 or Lokix, and it was like 77% wanted to see Lokix, which is kind of wild for me because, I mean, check out this team. Where is it? Yeah, this is the Alolan Persian team we built. Like Scarf, support Alolan Persian, Helmet Mola, Ace, and then we had like a Max Spef AV Treads, AV Tornado. This Icy Wind went crazy on this Tornadoes, by the way, and then we had an Ursaluna. Like, this team was so wacky and so hype, and it dominated. It did really well. It had really good matchups. What is it? Seems like you want to practice your losing speeches today. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah, that team was super cool. But so that's the intro to Lokix. I'm sure most of you already know that about Lokix, but, you know, just for context and just so we're all on kind of the same page about what makes this Pokemon good. Now, one thing that I always thought was interesting was putting Lokix on a Semistall team. And this was in the past done a lot with Weavile. The idea was, and this was back when Pursuit was a thing, you'd have a lot of Semistall teams that would have like 5 bulky Pokemon and a Weavile. And it would run Pursuit, so it could trap kind of the opponent's main stall breaker, whether that was like a Hoopa Unbound, a Tapu Lele, whatever it was. A lot of stall breakers aren't that bulky, so a Choice Band Weavile could threaten it, and these Choice Band Weavile would also run Ice Shard. So if there was a sweeper that got a little out of hand, maybe a little too powerful even for the unaware Pokemon to handle, Weavile could come and clean it up with an Ice Shard. Now, of course, Lokix doesn't have Pursuit, but it does some similar stuff, mainly the priority. This kind of idea that maybe if you put it on a bulky team, it can kind of take the place of 1 or maybe even 2 of the unaware Pokemon. Usually on stall, you're going to have like Dondozo, you're going to have Clodsire, and we might still have those, but you have these unaware Pokemon to stop sweepers. With Lokix, you've got a bit more freedom. Because normally everything on stall is slow, you don't have any revenge killers. So if we have 5 bulky Pokemon and a Lokix, that could get somewhere. But what makes... Oh yeah, also as always, do remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. But what makes the team semi-stall and not stall? That's really the question. And the difference is semi-stall teams, excuse me, have a breaking core. Stall teams do not. So just one offensive Pokemon. I mean, it's arguable whether most people would still consider that semi-stall. But in my mind, what really makes a great semi-stall team is one that has a breaking core. Purple Haunch Crow. Yeah, I'm going to have to, like, recently I've been kind of cracking down on chat toxicity because people just really don't seem interested in it. So please, no all caps. You're on thin ice. I've been getting very quick with the bans, and people seem to like it. Before I kind of thought like being very relaxed and just kind of letting chat do its thing was the move, but it seems like just when there's like one person who's kind of just being irritating, everyone kind of just wants them out, and things go better. Anyway, right? Let's talk about this. So what I think really makes a great semi-stall team is a breaking core. And the problem with Lokix, like theoretically, you put a Lokix with like a bunch of bulky Pokemon, it should go really well because, you know, it does provide that priority. It provides that power. It kind of, stall teams can give it, if you have pivots at least, they can give it a ton of opportunities to enter the field. So, yeah, I'm going to, sorry, just let me quickly, timeout yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, sorry, I just muted someone quickly. Okay. So, what was it? Where was I? Yeah. So the problem is with Lokix, though, it's not consistent. It's not consistent at all. You can't really use Lokix as your single breaker. So that's why a lot of stall teams this generation, one popular Pokemon on them has been Meowscarada. Because these can run something like, they can go with like Terra Fire to protect themselves from getting burned, or they can even go with like Thunder Punch, that's one I'm a fan of. And then you can go like, Knock Off, U-Turn, Flower Trick. Some of them run triple. Once Gliscor came, they all had to run triple Axle. But Meowscarada with Hazard Stack was a really effective breaker, and it actually could get past almost everything. And what are some other, like Hoopa Unbound is sometimes the single Pokemon on a semi-stall team with Choice Band. It doesn't have the same benefit as Lokix in the sense of priority, but Hoopa Unbound can kind of kill and destroy everything. Stall teams usually don't have pivots. I disagree. I mean, Mola is on stall. Corviknight with U-Turn frequently on stall. I mean, yeah, stall teams don't have as many pivots as like Balance conventionally does, but yeah, we can build a stall team that has pivots, and we certainly will today. Yeah. So yeah, no, there definitely will be a Persian part 2. I really liked that team and I was really happy with how it performed, but it's not going to be today. So, but there were problems. So as I said, yeah, there were problems with Lokix. And fun fact, Lokix, a lot of people, I guess, I mean, Lokix is, when it's the generation started, nobody was using Lokix and overused. I was a day one believer. I saw this Pokemon, I saw that tinted lens, I saw that first impression, I was like, this is awesome. And the first thing I actually tried to do, one of my very first Generation 9 teams, was a Lokix Semistall, and it just didn't go so well. It didn't really work as well as I'd hoped, but looking back on it, I think I just needed to change my approach, and there are a few things I've realized. Because the problems I encountered the first time was just that inconsistency. When you have one offensive Pokemon on an otherwise team full of bulky Pokemon, you want it to be really consistent at breaking, and Lokix was not, because of Moltres, Zapdos, not so much Corviknight. You can wear that down with U-turns eventually. Later, Gliscor came. That's another problem. Lokix has a really tough time getting past Gliscor. So there were a lot of Pokemon that made Lokix inconsistent. You see a Moltres, you get burned, it's over. There goes your single offensive Pokemon. You see a Zapdos, you get paralyzed. Very difficult to make progress from that point. You face a Gliscor, that can kind of wall you forever. Even something like a Baneful Bunker Pax, you can't hit that over and over. You'll get poisoned, that'll be a problem. So there were a lot of issues with that. But then I realized a lot of these issues can be solved. And one of them is through Blissey. Blissey being, of course, a stall Pokemon, but also gets Heal Bell. Heal Bell is now exclusive this generation to the Blissey line and Chimecho, which is really disappointing. And I hate it. But at least we've got it on Blissey, which is arguably kind of an L, honestly, that Blissey has this. Part of me wishes they just removed it entirely if they were just going to leave it on Blissey. But today we're going to make use of it, so I guess can't complain too much. We actually might put on a Chansey, because this team is definitely going to have a really solid hazard removal, like you better believe it. The second thing that I definitely didn't think about my first time when using Lokix that I think is very much something to think about this time around is that, Petrarunt, yeah, that's a good idea. No, Petrarunt absolutely works on semi-stall, can work on full stall as well. Someone said, I would use Petrarunt over Blissey? What are you talking about? They do, okay, I don't know what's going on there. They do completely different things. One is a physical wall, one is a special wall. One gets destroyed by ghost moves. One is immune to ghost moves. One gets destroyed by fight. Like that's a very weird thing to say. How many Lokix streams? This is my third Lokix stream, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe fourth. Third or maybe fourth. But I don't call it like a part 2 or a part 4 because it's not a continuation of the same team or the same idea. It's a different concept. So yeah, that's the first thing, is Heal Bell. And then the next Pokemon, in addition to Heal Bell, Blissey / Chansey, that I think is key to making this work, is Galarian Weezing. This has become kind of a stall staple in recent times because of neutralizing gas defog, allowing you to defog despite good as gold. Here's the other big thing though. Lokix was some of the things that wall Lokix: Regenerator Pokemon and Gliscor. Weezing shuts both of those down. It denies regen with its ability, and Gliscor starts taking damage. In particular, I really want to run this no attack set, which sounds terrible, but I've used it. It's very good. Defog, Protect, Will-O-Wisp, and Toxic. This way, if we come in on a Toxapex, we click that Terrabug U-turn. Like if we're facing another bulky team, yeah, if we're facing another bulky team, we can poison the Alomomola, we can Will-O-Wisp the Toxapex, whatever the regen Pokemon is, we can punish it and start getting that chip going. And then, of course, Lokix can knock off heavy-duty boots, so this team's definitely going to have hazards as well. It's going to be a bit of an awkward situation, because on one hand, we've got hazards, and then on the other hand, we've got... Or what am I trying to say here? I'm having a bit of a mind blank. Yeah, on one hand, we want to be kind of a hazard stack team. On the other hand, we're probably going to be running 2 defoggers. We might have a rapid spinner. We'll see how we feel. Actually, like maybe a treads. We can maybe fit a treads on. But yeah, anyway, so that's the basic idea of this team, is that it's going to have really good removal. It's going to have it's almost certainly going to have a Mola, because that heals up Weezing very well and brings in Lokix. Probably a Tickle Mola is the direction I'm thinking. But yeah, so we kind of solve both of Lokix's inconsistencies. We have Blissey with Heal Bell, to kind of help Lokix out if we're facing a bunch of, flame body static type situation. And then we have Wheezing to deny Regenerator and Tox and Poison Heal. So theoretically, this makes Lokix, with the right support, a really, really solid breaker. Need Wish on Bliss? No, it doesn't get Wish, so no, we can't run that. That's past generation. I think it was an event move or something. Does not transfer. I don't know exactly where it got it, but no, Blissey cannot run Wish here. So yeah, that's pretty much the idea. We're going to put Lokix on the Semistall. Now, you've probably heard me say before, like, when a Pokemon is inconsistent, like Lokix is, I've called it inconsistent many times, like, because if you do face a Moltres, you're kind of just not, you're not going to do a ton. You face a Corviknight, you face a physically defensive Gliscor, you're not going to do a ton. And I always say, don't try to make it consistent. But usually when I say that, I'm talking about the set itself. Like, don't try to make the Lokix protective pads. Don't make it Terra Fire for the Moltres. But even then, there is also an element to structuring your team to try to make it consistent. That can also be bad. The reason it's not bad that I'm trying to make it consistent here, or at least I don't think it's bad, is because these are things Stall already likes to run. Heal Bell Blissey is not bad. Galarian Wheezing on Semistall is not bad. So it's more so synergy than it is desperately trying to patch up Lokix's inconsistencies at the expense of the rest of the team. It doesn't have Wish. Here, I'll type it in for you. Wish. Look, illegal. It gets Healing Wish. We definitely don't want to go with that. Okay. So let's talk about this. This will definitely be the initial core. I think there's no shot this. I mean, if the team doesn't end up having Blissey and Wheezing, I think it's just the team doesn't work. Like, it's just, this just isn't what we're going with. I mean, maybe we could drop the Heal Bell. That's a possibility, but I don't think so. Offensive mons are supposed to be inconsistent. No, they're not. What are you talking about? Hoopa Unbound, extremely consistent. Like, what? No, like, just generally saying offensive Pokemon are supposed to be inconsistent? No, totally wrong. I mean, like, you could say, like, oh, defensive. Like, that, by that definition, every Pokemon's inconsistent, because sometimes the wall isn't going to wall what you hope, or it's not going to be helpful in a matchup. Like, every Pokemon inherently has some degree of inconsistency, but there are some really inconsistent offensive Pokemon and some that are a lot more consistent. You bring a Choice Band Hoopa to a game, you pretty much know what it's going to do every time. You bring a Dragon Dance Dragonite to a game, you don't really know. It might sweep, it might do absolutely nothing. That kind of thing. You bring an Iron Moth, might sweep, might do absolutely nothing. You bring like a Choice Specs Iron Valiant, you can be pretty sure it's gonna at least put some pressure on your opponent and do some wall break. Ogerpon Wellspring, quite consistent as well. Every Pokemon has things that stop it, but no, there are some that are inconsistent and some that are very consistent. Okay. Are there any other aromatherapy users? I don't think there's a single. I think like Calyrex, some band. Yeah, like Floa. I think like Calyrex Ice Rider or something weird gets it, but no, there are no legal aromatherapy users. So Heal Bell, unless we want to run a Chimecho, Blissey is our only option here. Gliscor should be on the team. I agree. It's a stall team, so yeah, probably. Okay, so let's get to build. This shouldn't take very long because it's stall and we don't really have that many options. I think we want Gliscor, I think we want Mola, and then I think we want one more removal Pokemon is probably the direction we're headed. It's looking like Corviknight, if I'm looking at this team. It's looking like... You know what this actually looks like is that Ditto team I built a while back, which is not necessarily bad, because that was... Or not I built. Harvey Valentine, I believe, was the user who submitted that. Remember to like the stream, if you're enjoying. Okay, so let's take a look here. We don't have a resistance to normal, flying, or rock. We want another removal Pokemon. This definitely seems like a job for Corviknight. Yeah. Okay, so probably Helmet on this, and then Mola. Honestly, probably Helmet on Mola too. I feel like... I mean, okay, maybe that's greedy. Maybe we go leftover. We'll start with a Helmet and see how we feel. This team... Actually, no, this team is really weak to the Ogre. It's pretty weak to the Ogerpon. I mean... If we have Tickle on... Maybe it's not that weak to Ogerpon. Yeah, I mean, we have Lokix, but I think like one-shots it. And we've got Wheezing, which will definitely be Terra Grass, and Gliscor, which will probably almost certainly be Terra Grass as well. Corviknight we can put... well, we kind of need Body Press on that. Otherwise, King Gambit is a nightmare. Yeah, I think we'll have to go. I think we'll have to go a little bit on the speedy side on Wheezing for the King Gambit issue. Yeah, we'll probably have to hit the 200 on that. Um, yeah, no, Heal Bell plus Gliscor not being a good idea is a very valid point. Thank you for that. I did not think about that. Yeah, no, that's true. That's not so good, especially because Gliscor wants to be a knock absorber. So that is significant anti-synergy. But it's also like it's a Gliscor. So, but yeah, no, the Gliscor plus Heal Bell, that's a very good point. Who made that point? Let me look at that. IDK no 3PS. Yeah, that is very, very, very good point. Let's think if there's a way. I mean, Gliscor Freestall sounds crazy, but I mean, this is already a bit of a wacky team, so why not? Let's give it a go. So I think Mola. I mean, we can kind of have this version here as a possibility because I mean it is still Gliscor, but let's look at this. You know what might be good and pair well with Heal Bell? It's like a Rest Ting Lu. I mean, that's kind of worse against Okrupon, but I think that sounds kind of interesting. If we could see what we could do with that. So like, okay, Rest Ting Lu, and would the Corviknight stay the same? Does this work? Does this work? Corviknight probably needs to be IDEF. I mean, I don't think we can afford IDEF because we need Defog, and I feel like we need U-turn too, but we could maybe just go Roost IDEF. Yeah. You don't have a Rock Resist? Yeah, Rock Resist is not like that. I mean, we do now. We had a Tingly, but yeah, the other team not having a Rock Resist, I don't think is like the worst thing in the world. There really aren't. Like, if we face a Banded T-Tar, we Terra Steel something, or we face a Hisuian Arcanine, we Terra Steel, and we'll be fine, you know. Put it on a Mola or something like that. Yeah, someone saying IDK saying I think I mean you could probably make it work, but you need another knock absorber, probably Clefable. Yeah, but it's not just about the knock absorber. Like we can't let it lose its Toxic Orb. When you have to establish that Toxic Orb, that's a turn of healing you lose. Now, as I said, I don't think we'll be clicking Heal Bell like crazy, but I don't love that, and I feel like Rest Ting Lu kind of synergizes with Heal Bell as opposed to being like distinctly bad with it. But then it's also like it's a stall team without a Gliscor, so are we crazy? Maybe. Maybe. Defensive Tusk, maybe? I mean, maybe. I feel like Ting Lu probably... I mean, it's a Ting Lu. That's what's getting me. Razbursky, thank you very much for the 10 PLN. I don't know what that is or where that comes from, but thank you very much. And saying, do Choice Specs, Terra Ice, Terra Blast, Lokix. So Terra Blast is banned. But even if it wasn't, I wouldn't do that, because I don't hate myself. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, showing the... oh, we got the green guy. With the Corviknight set. Corviknight set looks fine. I mean, I don't like the Terra Flying, but yeah, Corviknight set looks fine. Just, as I said, green guy, you're on perpetually thin ice. Why is there no Dondozo? I mean, yeah, there's no Dondozo. As I said, one of the freedoms that Lokix gives you is kind of that ability to, not have an unaware Pokemon because you can stop sweepers in other ways. But there is a version. We could go like Clodsire over Lu. That does give us... No, we already had a poison type, but I think that's an option as well. I don't think that causes any issues. So Clodsire over Lu, I think, is an option. We can kind of test that. Let's just make a quick we lose to list. Ceruledge is fine. Cinderace is fine. Darkrai is fine. DOS fine. Dozo, yeah, it's okay. Pult, we're okay. Dragonite. Yeah, I think we're okay. Especially if we have ID Core, which is I think probably the direction we're headed here. I think that's gonna be okay. Let's see. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, Anam, we're okay. Garg. Yeah, no, especially with Rest Lu, Garg is fine. Garg is fine. The other thing is because we have double removal, we don't have to run like we can run like leftovers on Blissey and stuff. We don't have to be spamming boots everywhere. We might still want to. We'll kind of see how it goes. Sometimes even with double removal, you still kind of want boots. Oh, Mongolia, that's cool. Okay, yeah, the currency stuff. Yeah, Goldengo. I mean, we got a Lu and a Blissey, so I hope we're okay against Goldengo. But yeah, some of them will still probably get us. Does Boots Lokix still get the kill on Ogre? No, definitely. I mean, like regular Ogre for sure, but you've got to factor in the Terra because they're going to do that. No, we're not running a Boots Lokix. That doesn't sound good. We have double removal for a reason. We have already got a Wheezing. Running Boots Lokix would hurt my soul. And we have Wish Mola, so even if there are hazards up, we can kind of just Wish pass it in. But yeah, if you look at this utility, that's an interesting one. Okay, but yeah, Terra Water, check this out. Bug, Adamant, First Impression. You are doing 104 minimum to Ogerpon after it Terras. Incredible stuff. Yeah, no, Band is definitely not overkill. Who did someone say it was? Yeah, I think Band is overkill. That's got to be Rage Bait. Pokemon has 102 base attack. It's not just for killing like unterrid Ogerpon. It's for killing all kinds. Band is the best item on Lokix. Not even close. Okay, let's continue going through. Yeah, Garg's a little annoying. Glamora is fine. That's fine. Gliscor is totally fine because we've got an ID Corp and a Wheezing. Yeah, we are totally okay. We are chilling against Gliscor, which is awesome. I just joined. I'm confused. Why are you pairing Lokix with 5 defensive mons? The basic idea here is that Lokix can act as a bit of a stall breaker with hazard support. It gets Heal Bell support from Blissey to be more consistent against Pokemon that it usually hates, like Moltres and Zapdos. Now it can knock those without, being at risk of being permanently crippled. And Lokix also struggles against Gliscor and Regenerator Pokemon, which can be shut down by Weezing's neutralizing gas, which also provides very good removal for Lokix. So there's a lot of synergy between Lokix, Blissey, and Weezing. And the other thing, so that's what the stall Pokemon do for Lokix. What Lokix does for the stall team is say, hey, you don't have to put unaware Pokemon on your team, because whereas most teams are going to be have to answer sweepers defensively, Lokix says, let me come in with my banded Terrabug First Impression and deal with those sweepers offensively, which frees up their team a bit. So that's the idea. Will it work? I don't know, but that's the concept. We got some donations, which is awesome stuff. I check here. Sakaretsu0 sent 10 gift memberships. Thank you very much for the generosity. And let's see if they say anything in chat. Oh, Langloy's here. Cool. Hello, Langloy. And they received a membership. Not seeing that they said anything. Feel free to, I always want to try to read out, because I don't think they give you a message. When you donate, they let you do a message, but if you gift memberships, they don't let you do a message. So yeah, feel free to say something. And we got then a $5 donation from Cyan Freak, who's saying, I peaked 21 with a Fling Blissey stall team. Fling over Heal Bell or Stealth Rock. That's very interesting. What were you flinging? Did he say? No, I don't think I want to go Rest Wheezing. I really like Protect for a lot of reasons. One, you can get more damage. So we definitely want Defog. I really like Dual Status. I just think it's the best set, because Toxic is just a really good move for crippling a ton of stuff, particularly annoying regen Pokemon for Lokix. Wisp, though, really helpful for, you can, Garganacl, Goldengo, Toxapex, random poison type regen Pokemon. So yeah, I think this is the best set here. I'd be totally down for like Pain Split or like Rest or something with the Heal Bell would be a good idea, but I think when we have Wish from Mola as well, it doesn't make a bunch of sense. It doesn't make a ton of sense here. Yeah, Blissey does not get Teleport. Blissey does not get Teleport. It gets that in Natdex, but it is once, like Wish and Teleport are both gone, which I think is a huge tragedy, because those two moves were really what made it work on offense. Not together. You could never run Teleport and Wish together, but Teleport made it a really good pivot. Wish allowed it to kind of like heal up a lot of Pokemon on like bulky offense teams. So unfortunate that Blissey lost all the tools that made it cool on offense teams. The Fling is to counter... Oh, you fling back the scarf. Okay, interesting. Semistall plus 1 breakers, 2 inconsistent. I mean, wait, we'll see. We'll see about that. Colt ZC3YS. How do you come up with these names? Anyway. Yeah, no, that trick is fair. Trick is interesting. I think the good thing about having a Mola, though, is that Mola is like totally fine. It's just going to click flip. It's a flip turn bot. So you can kind of just let Mola take the trick, take the item. Yeah. And then Sakuratsu0 saying, I'm usually not talking much, just wanted to show appreciation for your work and past help. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Also, yeah, I know I said this another time, but if you have sent me a message in like probably the past month now, and I haven't gotten back to you, sorry. Yeah, life's been absolutely insane. I've been prioritizing stuff like these streams because I know a ton of people watch them and enjoy them versus... you know, when it's like a personal help thing, it's only helping you, which is still important to me. But yeah, unfortunately, there have been a lot of priorities just with life and with other stuff. So, but I have not forgotten all the people that have sent me messages, emails, Discord, Smogon. I will get back to you. It's just, and hopefully soon, but there are a lot of priorities, and it's not a low priority on my list either. It's just things that just been that crazy. Like I haven't, what is it? I haven't done what I would call like a traditionally rest in like, well, that's not true. I read a little bit before bed. I'll read like for like half an hour. Other than that, I don't think I've like done what would be called rest in like months. So it is, before the first time I like watch a show or something or like anything like that, I will respond to those messages. So it is high on my priority list. I will get to it. It just, yeah, but I haven't forgotten about you guys. Okay. Yes, still in Asia. All right, so I think we've got the Pokemon down. Sorry, we got to keep going through the checklist. Yeah, Kyurem is fine, Kingambit is fine, Ival is a little wonky, but we've got a Weezing and a Mola, so I think we can handle most of those. Iron Moth is okay, Tusk is fine. Hatterene is, I mean, a little bit tricky depending on the set, but I think for the most part we can handle it. I think Blissey lost Wish because it was an event move. Yeah, I think Teleport was like event only too. It was sad though. They were really, really good moves to have on it. It was just, it made it such a great tool for offensive teams. Like Blissey used to be so cool. It's still like not, I still think Blissey's kind of cool, but it used to be way more cool. No. Let's see. Kyurem's fine. Yeah, we got a Blissey. I mean, like, substitute. Yeah, I feel like between Blissey and Tingley, we can PP stall sub Kyurem pretty easily. Yeah, we could run a Scarf. No, actually, we want Heal Bell, so we can't do the Scarf trick Blissey, but that's a cool tech. I like that. When I saw that, I was like, that's pretty sick. Okay, what else were we? Yeah, Ival's fine. Kingambit's fine. Ogerpon is fine. Wellspring is a little, you know, but we'll see. Petrant, yeah, we're totally fine against Petrant. Raging Bolt, yeah, that's okay. We got a Tinglu and a Lokix and a Blissey. We better not lose to a Raging Bolt, or I should like lose my license to play Pokemon. What else? Yeah, Rillaboom's completely fine. Atrot, yeah, that should be okay. Torn, Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot can get a little tricky, but Lokix, actually, I think, yeah, with Terrabug, I'm pretty sure Lokix one-shots Nasty Plot, Tornadus, or after Life Orb chip it does. Let me check up on that. That's a cure. That's a thinker. Tornadus, Therian. Oh, no, we just super kit. You do 109 minimum. Okay, I was thinking about non-Terra. Yeah, non-Terra is doing 82 to 96. Whew. Low kicks. That's why you're in a choice band. Wake is fine. Yeah, we're not worried about We're not. Okay, I feel like we're okay. I'm not seeing anything that looks like a huge issue. I guess the big test is just going to be, does this Lokix actually do everything? Does it actually do anything, excuse me, or is this team just going to sit here and slowly lose? So let's be greedy with the items at first. We're going to run no heavy-duty boots to speak of. So we'll go Heal Bell, Soft Boiled, of course, you got to run that. And then, do we go with Calm Mind? Or do we do something more interesting? Like we could go... I mean, we could. I think we could go like Combine Shadow. No, I think let's go Combine Seismic Toss. This is kind of, I feel kind of evil doing this, and we're going to do the EV optimization. Heck yeah. We'll go plus special defense on that, and then, yeah, a little bit of HP. I'll do the set I was advocating for in my recent EV video. What is the logic behind Choice Band first impression Lokix? Okay, I guess we do have a lot of people coming in, so I'll explain this. I'll explain this once more. Well, let me get the sets in first, and then I'll explain it again. Okay, we got the HP. Do we need to go speedy? I feel like we can either go speedy on Wheezing or speedy on Corviknight. I feel like we can do one. Or we could do both. Honestly, we could. Let's go speedy on Wheezing and just max defense on Corviknight. I think that's... We'll write that down as a possible change. We'll make note of that. Possible changes, I'd say leftovers on Mola, HDB on Blissey, max def on Wheezing, speed for Gambit on Corp. Because I feel like one of these needs to be speedy. I just don't know which one. So, okay, that seems like a good... That seems good. Yeah, we'll do one. We'll start with speedy Wheezing, and then we'll change it up later if needed. So, okay, we got the Wheezing, the Mola. Yeah, we'll start with the helmet on that. Regen, of course. Terra type, I feel like let's go Ghost. It's just kind of generally good. And then Flip Turn. What am I thinking about here? Yeah, Flip Turn. Okay, jeez. All right, let me lock in here. Tickle. Yeah, it may actually, not another thing, like maybe drop. This sounds crazy. It probably is crazy, but maybe Shadow Ball on Blissey. On Bliss, because I don't know. Something about that's probably a bad idea. Probably Combine Seismic Toss is the right move. It doesn't get like Amnesia or anything, right? Probably Combine's the only way for it to boost. Does it get Amnesia? No, it doesn't get Amnesia. I mean, I know it gets like Charm. That lowers attack. Isn't there something that does that for special attack, or am I imagining this? Let me check. Psych Up would be hilarious. Imagine that. Pull up on the Raging Bull. I mean, that would be just like worse, but it'd be funny. Metronome, always goofy. Get that explosion. I thought there was a move that lowered special attack, but it definitely would be in the not useful move section, so I guess I'm just imagining that. Combine's stored power could also be kind of goofy. I'm sort of surprised Blissey don't run stored power more often. It feels like that would be better than Shadow Ball, because you're usually combining up a ton. Put that in, maybe. I shouldn't be innovating. Don't want to make Stall stronger accidentally, but I feel like Blissey maybe should start running stored power. Confide is what I'm thinking of, and it doesn't get it. Okay. Yeah. Blissey, what Terra do you go on this? I mean, Dark is the conventional one, but we've also got a Tinglu and a Lokix here, so I feel like most of the Psyshock Pokemon that normally you'd be afraid of, we're not so afraid of. Maybe we go Water to really like shut down Wake. I feel like they're gonna hate that. I mean, we could go Water on Tinglu as well, but I feel like I want to go Ghost on Tinglu to turn it into like a really nasty spin blocker if we want to go in that direction. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this Blissey set. We'll start with Terra Water. I mean, but then again, it's like there's got to be wisdom in Terra Dark, but I feel like Terra Dark is weird when you have a Tinglu. So we'll start with Water and see how we feel. We got the Wheezing. Okay, Terra Water. We got the Mola. Oh, yeah, we got to still put in the moves. Wish Protect in a manner that ought to surprise nobody. We're going to go full defensive on this Mola. I think we've got enough special support that we don't really need to do the mix set. And also I want more HP, so it can be better passed to Tinglu, which has a ton of HP, and Wheezing, which doesn't have a ton of HP, but I want to heal it up even more. Corviknight, Roost, Defog. We'll just go with this set. Nothing crazy here. Terra Dragon, I think, for Ogerpon. Or maybe Grass. Maybe Grass. I mean, Dragon... no, Dragon gets you the Fire Resist, so I think that's kind of the better choice. And we don't need to make this slow. We don't need to make this Corviknight slow, because... let's honestly go with this. It takes a little more from Hazards. I think that's fine. Or actually, does it? I think that's like... isn't that right on the... quickly check this, because it takes, yeah, that puts us right on one of the hazard things. So we probably do go 248. Puts us at a multiple of 8. I definitely should have known that. Oh my god, I was thinking it was 12, and I think that's what messed me up. But I don't get why people are so like weirded out by this Lokix. I feel like it's not that weird of a thing to be running. Okay, anyway, on this we got, actually, or do we want to go, here's where let's try to turn this into a hazard stack. Let's try Stealth Rock. Let's start greedy and progressively get less greedy as we see what we can get away with and what we can't. Tinglu, let's go Rest. I feel like Whirlwind, EQ, ooh, but I kind of want to be able to hit Goldango. Rest, okay, let's ditch Whirlwind and let's just go EQ, Ruination, and then Spikes. And then max special defense. I think we'll go in. We might change the Tinglu to Fizz Death. That could be interesting. Probably not, though. I feel like we can't be counting on just Blissey. Yeah, actually, let's keep it special defense. And then it's right. That's weird that it's doing that. Okay, we got the full team together. The Avengers are assembled. Everything's got its Terra types. So now I'm going to explain again. So I think this is the third time, but that's okay. We got a lot of people joining, which is awesome. Hyped to see that. Like the stream if you're enjoying. Really high viewership for being such a weird time, and the building portion especially usually has a little on the lower side. But okay, so here's the idea. Lokix is typically not a consistent Pokemon. Why is it not a consistent Pokemon? Well, there are two reasons. One, it hates contact abilities. So a Zapdos with Static, a Moltres with Flame Body, you get that. If that activates, you're done. Your Lokix is cooked. The next reason it's inconsistent is that it just gets walled by certain things. Like a Toxapex is going to hardwall Lokix forever. A Fizdef Mola, hardwalling Lokix forever. A defensive Gliscor, walling Lokix forever. The birds, in theory, if you didn't get status, but like stuff like Corviknight, you can wear down with hazards plus just pivoting a bunch with you can win that eventually. But those some Pokemon, Regenerator plus Gliscor Pokemon, and then just the contact abilities. So to help with the contact abilities, we have Heal Bell Blissey. And to help with the Regenerator and Poison Heal Gliscor, we have Neutralizing Gas Wheezing. So these two Pokemon help make Lokix a lot more consistent. Wheezing is also one of the best removal Pokemon, which Lokix obviously hates entry hazards. Mont being Bug Dark is terrible typing for entry hazards of all kinds. So Wheezing is able to defog those away, which is really nice. So that's what the Stall team is doing for Lokix. What is Lokix doing for all the Stall Pokemon? Well, Stall Pokemon, as you know, don't deal too well with setup. Well, they do because they have unaware Pokemon on the team, but generally, if you start stat boosting, defensive Pokemon are like, uh-oh, I'm about to die. You know, it's like what is it, Ralph on the bus? I don't know, I've been doing the Simpsons references lately. I don't even watch it, but like the guy, like the I'm in danger, like that's most bulky Pokemon when you start clicking Swords Dance, Nasty Plot, whatever. So that's why Stall teams often have Dondozo and Clodsire and stuff. Lokix allows you to answer those offensively instead of defensively. So when you're being threatened by whatever, like a Nasty Plot Darkrai, and you don't have your Calm Mind Blissey, now we have a Lokix to handle that, or Revenge Kill it. Instead of Clodsire being the answer to a Nasty Plot Tornadus, you have Lokix to First Impression and kill it. You know, whatever else is going crazy, if, you know, your opponent Swords Danced up a bunch with an Ogerpon Wellspring, instead of having your Terra grass your Dondozo, you go in and first impression it. So that's what Lokix does for this team. It clicks first impression a lot. And then the other thing it does is, because of the support that the stall team gives it consistently, it's kind of able to be a consistent breaker. That's the theory. Isn't Defog plus Hazard Stack suboptimal? Yes. It'd be great if stall Pokemon would just happen to have like Rapid Spin, but this just kind of not the situation. So, yeah. What was that? Spacing out there. Anyway, so yeah, that's the idea behind this team. That is the theory. I don't know if that theory is correct, but I feel like this team might be good. And we're going to find out right now. We got everything. Everything's looking good. Yeah, Terra Fire specs on Weather Ball Bolt does 2 KO Blissey. It's hilarious. How do you safely bring in Lokix against Wellspring? You don't. You might have to sack something. But because you have a Lokix, you're not a typical stall team in that you're super, super passive and can't really do anything. So it's, yeah. You actually kind of can... I mean, we'll see. Maybe it won't be good, but we'll give it a try. Lokix does that for every team? Yeah, and it does it for this team too. I mean, what's the... I'm saying that's valuable for a lot of teams. It's particularly valuable for really passive teams that don't do a good job of stopping setup a lot of the time. All right. So, plan here, probably be Terra Bug. Also, we're facing Storm Zone. Cool. We're 19-14, so Elo's looking pretty good. I'll tell him fair warning. You're on stream. Just letting them know. Sometimes they've got like super secret techs they want to try, or I know Storm Zone's a guy. But yeah, like just in case any crazy Tor techs or whatever. Just wanted to let them know. Cool. Yeah. HF. All right. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's going to be a Lokix game. It's going to be the Lokix show. Is what I expect. It is a little awkward that there's... It is a little awkward that there is that Hydrapple. That's going to be the biggest challenge, I think, is going to be that Hydrapple. But, yeah, because if it's Giga Drain too. Yeah, this could get tricky. I think Corviknight with Iron Defense is a good tool, but it might resist it. It kind of depends sort of what the Terra type on Hydrapple is. We might want to save the Terra for Lu to Terra Ghost on the Hydrapple to potentially like Earthquake it if it's Terra Poison, or but if it's Terra Fairy then that doesn't work. We might have to sacrifice Weezing to use Toxic on it. That's a possibility too. I think we start off with Lokix. And okay, we see the Enamorous lead. I'm totally fine to go into Bliss here. I don't expect this is going to throw off a superpower. This should just be a pretty standard one. Okay, we get in the Tusk. I mean, Corviknight is like pretty much the best switch in ever to Great Tusk, so I'm not super worried. Okay, positioning the Hydrapple off the bat, fair enough. Let's Iron Defense and see what this Hydrapple's up to. Okay, so we see Draco Meteor. So you've got now 6 more of those, and that's Life Orb, and I believe that is Modest Max. Okay, so that's actually good news. That is what we want to see here, which is normally not what stall teams like to see, but that means we're better off with our Lokix. I think I'm down to bring in Blissey here. We can go for a nice... Well, do we want Stealth Rock even, really? I don't know. Let's go... Let's go Corviknight again. Sure, why not? Okay, I'm down to click Iron Defense again. Let's see what it wants to do. Another, okay, Nasty Plot. All right, this time, yeah. So the Draco Meteor is so this is max special attack modest. So it's not going to kill. It's going to do a ton, as you'd expect. Okay, that'll kill. Yeah. So Corviknight's about to go bye-bye. Never mind. Unfortunate miss. we're going to body press again. Or do we body press it? Yeah, I think we body press again rather than going wheezing. So I'm just going to go for the body press again, and then we should get destroyed here by Draco Meteor. Yep, okay. So that does give us a little bit of... That is good for us, though. We've kind of got a head start on dealing that damage. So we go Lokix here. And I feel like we knock off. I think just removing something's item here seems like a good move. I sense that this is probably going to be a Rocky Helmet Tusk on this team because there's a Cinderace. Let's see. Okay, that does not look Rocky Helmet. That's very offensive. Okay, let's go Mola here. I'm guessing we might see a hard Hydrapple entering, but okay, looks like not, and we get that. That's really nice. We're going to be able to click the easiest flip turn in the world here and probably just bring in our Lokix once again. So Hydrapple enters as one would expect. We bring in our Lokix also as one would expect. And I don't think Tusk, how much did we do? Yeah, Tusk is not dying to a knockoff here. Probably we just click U-turn, I'm thinking, is the play. I don't think there's any problem with that. Do we Terra is the question. Do we want to get aggressive now, or do we kind of save it for a potential Terra Ghost on Ting Lu? I think let's Terra. I think we want to be getting the damage. And I think it's almost certain we are going to end up tearing it. So let's just go for it. And okay, there's the Glow King. Okay, and we see that did not take much damage. So this is, I think this is absolute maximum physical defense. Probably a Colbur Berry, I'm suspecting, based on the bringing it in there. So yeah, that's completely max phys def, which is interesting. Interesting. Okay, do we want to get the hazard stack going? I think yes. I think if hazards are up on both sides, that actually benefits us because we have the Wish Mola. I'm not 100% confident in what I'm saying right here, but I think it does benefit us. So this could get a bit awkward if it has Giga Drain, which it probably does. Okay, here's, yeah, this is weird. This is awkward. Okay. Let's see. How much are you healing from Blissey? If you're sitting here with your Hydrapple. Giga Drain, you're healing. Yeah, so you nasty plot up, and then you are pretty much getting all your health back. So we could go hard Lokix here, which would be an aggressive play, but potentially the correct one. Could also go Wheezing and just hit this thing with a Toxic. Then we lose our ability to remove hazards. I think let's go with the Wheezing plan. I think that's the best course of action here. Okay, we get the blank into the Draco, so that's good. Not opting to Nasty Plot there, that makes me think we might be seeing a Leaf Storm Blissey. So I'm going to go back into Blissey, what I expect will be an Earth Power. And yeah, cool. And then I think this is a pretty okay time for us to just click Seismic Toss. Okay, and we see Cinderace enter, which is fair. Makes sense. How much is Pyro Ball doing? Well, okay, so that Seismic Toss confirms that this is an offensive ace. I think let's click one Soft Boiled. I don't expect this will be high Jump Kick. Okay, so yeah, we'll do that. I think let's click one more and see if the Court Change comes off. And yeah, there it is. And now let's get up our Stealth Rock again. So now we've got hazards on both sides. And it's hard to say who that benefits. I think it's not, at least it's not terrible for us. It's definitely not terrible. Okay, so we can go into Mola here. And we can flip turn. So Tusk gets one more of those spins until that doesn't work anymore. Okay, interesting. So we've seen that this is not Blaze. We've got to confirm that this is not a Blaze Cinderace. So that's a bit of a weird option, to be quite frank. That's a little bit of a weird option, I feel like. But okay, here's what I can do. So probably this thing will actually die if it clicks U-turn. So I'm thinking we can go into Lu and then go into Mola and probably kill this thing on a Rocky Helmet. We'll see if they go for the bait. Storm, let's see, does it die? Okay, so yeah, it depends on HP there. It kind of depends on the investment, and it turns out it did not. It was not going to die there. Ah, well. Okay. So I think we go Wheezing, and I think we go for the Toxic. I think this is going to make this much easier to deal with long term. There is the Earth Power. So okay, let's run a calc here. Let's see what we can do. Low kicks. This thing has no defense, but it's still probably, yeah, no, first impression is not doing it in any sense in any world. So we have to go Lokix here. We can U-turn. I think Ting Lu is okay to sack. I think that's the piece we don't necessarily need. And okay, there's the sack. Makes sense. I think we can go, I think the right play here is, actually, weirdly enough, is Ting Lu, because that kind of doesn't do horrible against the Hydrapple relative to some other Pokemon we've got. Okay, we got King Gambit on the field. Let's, I think we, this is tough. I think we just Earthquake. We might see Low Kick come out. I don't think that kills. Actually, it probably does. Yeah, Low Kick probably will kill us. Let's hope it's not that. There's the Low Kick. It kills us. Okay, let's go Low Kicks here, and we can First Impression. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, for sure. But it's not looking impossible either. Yeah, this we can handle. This we can handle. Oh, yeah, we flip turn. Oh, what? Oh, I forgot to make my Mola. Forgot to make Mola slow. Yeah, forgot to make the Mola slow. That, I don't think we were in a great spot anyway, but that was definitely not good. Well, so definitely not having Calm Mind Blissey there for sure hurt us. Let's get that right. Not having Calm Mind Blissey there was not good news. So if we had had Calm Mind, we would have been able to stop the Hydrapple. Well, a lot easier at least. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a combination of getting gamed on, and I still think also we had a very real shot to win that if I didn't forget the speed on Mola. So we've got that fixed now. Unfortunate. Let's go for another one. I think the team performed okay, because like honestly, the fact that we faced a regen team with a Life Orb, Terra Dragon, Hydrapple, all things considered, that could have gone a lot worse. But I think instead of sacking the Hydrapple with the Corviknight, I probably should have gone into Wheezing and Poisoned earlier. So there were definitely some mistakes, some playing mistakes. Yeah, Green Guy, I disagree with all your opinions. I think the Boots idea is bad. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty solid Low Kicks matchup. I'm feeling good about this one. Hazard Stack is a possibility as well. I think I'd like to just kill the Glamora first if we can. I feel like I actually kind of like... Wheezing looks like actually a pretty potent lead here, but let's start with Ting Lu just because it counter leads the Glamora and bots lead with Glamora. Yep, let's Earthquake. Okay, there's a Dragapult coming. Okay, Air Balloon Dragapult on deck, I guess. All right. Okay, I guess let's go Blissey. We can get up Stealth Rock. I don't think I should be afraid of this. I mean, maybe it'll pull out Dragon Darts here. Okay, no, all right, sure. Okay, let's go Ting Lu, I guess, and then let's click Earthquake here. If it Mortal Spins, that's totally fine. Yep, that's totally okay. That is a-okay. Okay, let's go. Well, I mean, the T-Spikes are a bit awkward, but it's not horrible for us. We can handle this. Unless this is Calm Mind, then we kind of can't handle this. We could go hard into Wheezing here. That would make it so we kind of have to Terra Ghost the Mola for the Zama. The Wheezing, though, it's not going to die. I think let's go Wheezing here, because it's pretty speedy and could probably Toxic this thing as well. Let's see. Moonblast comes out? Okay. So with that, that's a modest Moonblast. So probably not looking at a Calm Mind set. So I'm going to go into Mola here in case we see a Calm Mind come out so I can flip turn into Low Kicks. So I know okay, this is definitely not, yeah, this is definitely not one of the offensive ones. So Blissey, yeah, we can just go Blissey here. I think it's fine. And do we want to set up rocks? No, definitely not. Okay, going for the flip turn. All right. Interesting. A bit surprised to see the Primarina taking itself out of the field, but that's okay. Okay, we got in Tusk. All right, so Terra Fighting is interesting. You don't see that every day. Probably looking at close combat, which can, I believe, 2-hit KO Corviknight. Yeah, that is a 2-hit KO on Corviknight. So we'd have to let something go potentially if we want to get in Corviknight. We could. There's the chance of bulk up stuff as well, which isn't so great. We could maybe let go of the Ting Lu. I think that's probably the best option, is we let go of the Ting Lu. And there's the close combat that I'm sure everybody saw coming. I think we go Mola here and we flip turn. And then we bring in Corviknight. Okay. So, I mean, it's a Weezing coming in. I feel like we really need these hazards off the field. So I'm going to, I think we go into Corviknight. We get these hazards removed. Like, it needs to happen. Okay, we got a somewhat irritating opponent. Not too unusual there. Let's go into Mola here. Can stall a little bit. Okay, Moonblast actually does not ever kill here. So we could flip turn into Lokix, get the Terra Bug going. Get the Terra Bug on deck. Well, that could backfire, but I think we flip turn into Lokix here and click U-turn is probably the right play. Let's do that. Psynoise, even better. Even better. Okay, Lokix, you're in. So, I mean, okay, hold on. Knockoff theoretically kills, but let's check that flip turn we just did. That flip turn did, yeah. So this is more HP invested than the calc was telling us. So it's not going to kill. Now what we could do, we could Terra Bug First Impression, which I believe would kill even the max HP set. Because I don't really want to put this thing into torrent range, is what I'm scared of. But then we kind of open ourselves up to a potential Zamazenta endgame. So it's a bit tough to say. How much is Heavy Slam doing to Weezing from a Zamazenta? How much are we talking from Heavy Slam? 52. I think let's Terra Bug First Impression. Okay, Tusk comes in. I did not expect that. Okay, so we can kill that by going Mola. Yeah, good play. CC. Get some damage in there. All right, in comes the Darkrai. Let's go into we might end up sacking Corviknight here, but we can start with this. We can get Stealth Rock up at least. Let's try Stop Welding. Maybe this. Okay, we got a Taunt. Yeah, of course we do. All right, let's Seismic Toss. I don't know what. Okay, we got not. Okay, sure. Let's. Okay, that's a set. Let's go Lokix and First Impression. I don't know why. I feel like we face these like bizarre stall breaking sets whenever I kind of put on a more bulky team. Let's go Mola to start. Okay, we can, you know what actually we could do? How much is Weezing taking from, like, Body Press? It's taking so little. I think we actually Tickle here for the, okay, we got, that's not good. All right, let's, oh, jeez. Okay, let's Wish. How much is Weezing taking now? Still kind of 0, so that's at least good. How much is Mola taking? Can we, like, switch back and forth? Is that a possibility? That's actually crazy. Mola is not taking like that. I mean, it's not loving that, but it's not taking that much. Okay, let's go Weezing here. But yeah, we can't. Okay, yeah, we actually can't. We can't. Substitute Zama is pretty rare, but we ran into one, so here we go. Okay, let's Protect, and it's Terra Steel too. Cool. So this, yeah, this is not great. We're going to have to PP stall these, which is kind of doable, to be honest. What can we do here? It's Defog. This is a Body Press. All right, fine. Let's Protect. Good play. Let's go for another one. We get the double Protect. Cool. Okay, they're crunching, which is smart, but that'll do, like, actually nothing. We can go Mola here, I think. And then we can protect again. Oh, this is actually, hold on. I'm cooking with this PP stalling. Which sounds like really dumb, but okay, and then we go back and yep. All right, I think we can actually PP stall this, which is just such a nasty thing to do, such a nasty thing to say, but I think it's true. Let's protect. Thank you very much, JPYI4YX. Thank you very much for the $10 saying always appreciate the consistent streams, man. Look forward to these every week. I'm really glad to hear that. Because yeah, I mean, this is one of those weeks I was considering just canceling them, but I was like, some people like really like these, which is awesome. And I wanted to make sure I kept it going. So, okay, we forced the Zama out, which is so funny. I think we sack Corviknight here and then just go into Lokix and click big first impression. There's no reason to let our Zama's stallers take damage. Well, or is there? Because Dragapult could get a little hairy. So let's... I don't think we have really a way out of it now, though. Actually, can Lokix... Lokix probably can't live when it's a Lokix. Yeah, Lokix can't live. I mean, like... Yeah, I think we let it go. Let's just... I mean, we can try roosting here. Maybe that'll do something. Okay, that's actually interesting, because now I think we can go Mola. On what should not be another Moonblast here. Okay, they Moonblasted again. Good on them. Let's go Corv. Let's Roost. Let's go for another one. Go for an Iron Defense. Let's start boosting up on this thing. This is so weird the way they've been playing this. Okay, I mean, we got Wisp. What do we let eat this? Eventually, we go Lokix first impression eventually. Do we let Mola eat a burn? Or do we let Weezing eat a burn? Or do we... Because one of them is going to get burned. Because we go Lokix, we first impression... One of them's going to end up taking a burn. What'll it be? I think we can start with Corviknight. That's fine. Why again? I had a different idea. New approach I wanted to try. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. If you're engaged by the stall. Okay. Yeah. Let's body press here. Cool. They actually should have, I think, kept spamming Wisp, but that's fine. I'll go for first impression here. Okay, they sacked the Pult. Actually, that's totally fair. Yeah, because now we are in a bit of trouble. Can we... Yeah, this is actually kind of tricky. Because, yeah, Lokix, we kind of need Lokix to be alive, but... Let's think about this. Because the interesting thing is, one thing we could do with Mola, we can with Lokix, we can knock off the Zama. And that could allow us to theoretically stall with I don't think that works. I think Weezing's the one we need to keep alive. Can Lokix live a Surf is an interesting question. Lokix, can you live a Surf from Primarina? Or is that also not so good? You have a 37% chance to live a surf. Can we PP stall a Zamazenta with our wheezing is another question. I feel like no. So here's what I think. We go wheezing here. Let's protect. Actually, hold up. There's kind of a chance here. We could maybe toxic. Yeah, I think we might be able to actually get out of this. It's toxic. Please don't surf here. Psi noise. Okay, that's... Oh, no. That's not good. I thought that was... I thought this was... I forgot this was torrent. Okay. We now are on to plan B. We're on to plan B. Which is... Yeah, we're on to plan B. Okay. Okay, maybe let's go Mola here, I think. That's like low defense, so yeah, that's not good. Okay, we can go Lokix here. Sack that. Or actually, ooh, live in first impression, heck yeah. That actually did good damage, honestly. All right, let's wish. Oh, they threw. They lose. That was a great substitute. Thank you to my opponent. Much appreciated. That was awesome. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, GG. We take those. Yeah, weird. I think we did win that anyway. I think with the helmet chip, I think that we need 3, and I think we could have probably done that, but that was pretty silly. That was pretty silly how it ended, with them just like totally kind of tossing. Okay, I mean, Lokix was good there. That's kind of the vision with Lokix. I'm not loving the... You know what I'm not loving? I'm not loving the lack of U-turn on Corviknight. I wonder if we need Iron Defense as much as I think. Or if it's a bit overstated. Since we have Lokix. Let's try U-turn over Iron Defense, because that would have helped us out of quite a few situations. So let's give this a go. Or actually, also, can we talk about how clutch Lokix was living that like max boosted first body press? That was awesome. Okay, but yeah, let's keep this for posterity, I guess, as they say. So let's copy this, and then we'll go U-turn on the Corviknight here. Just kind of show the thought process. Okay, let's go for it again. Yeah, I think we had... Yeah, we could have lived, and we could have lived and won that, but our opponent... It would have come down to kind of some reads, and our opponent was just like, here, take it, it's yours. I guess they forgot about Rocky Helmet, yeah. Yeah, no, the knockoff was plan B. As I said, that was plan B. I was very aware that was plan B. And yeah, the knockoff was, which the Primarina critical hit was not a roll. That did kill. But yeah, the knockoff, Lokix saved that endgame. HF. Okay, here we go. So we're facing, you know, the classic Auburn Hills. You know them, you love them, or you don't. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about Auburn Hills, but I think they're pretty cool. It is a trick Goldengo. It's the I forget what the Umbreon is every time. I forget a lot about this team, but let's just get right into it with Ting-Lu. Ting-Lu kind of annoys this entire team, so we can just kind of start off with that. I wonder what we want to let get tricked here. I feel like Corviknight is just not helpful. I think we can let that go every time. So let's go into Corviknight here. Let's let it get tricked. Cool. Yeah, we just don't care about that. And then we can go into Mola here, which also has a Rocky Helmet if they want to try to go for the double trick. Okay. And then, how about, I mean, yeah, I think Ting-Lu... we could go Blissey, get up hazards. We could go... I mean, Blissey with a helmet isn't great, but doesn't really matter. I mean, it's actually good for Glamour Immortal Spin, so honestly, that's actually kind of okay. And they have leftovers now, so now we can switch in Ting-Lu every single time. Let's go for the soft build. No reason not to. Actually, there is kind of a reason not to heal up. We don't want to be too passive. Let's go into Ting-Lu right now. We can start putting pressure on the opponent, because they actually really kind of don't like this Pokemon. Let's go for an Earthquake. Okay, yeah, so I was thinking we go for an Earthquake in case they stay in and get greedy because of that Make It Rain drop. So I'm glad they did that. I don't think that was a good play, but I'm happy to see it. Let's go for another Earthquake. In comes the Dragonite, which is interesting. So we have a Tickle Mola, which is kind of the worst thing ever for Dragonite. You do not want to see a Tickle Mola if you're a Dragonite. So let's just go into it and do the worst thing ever to it. Let's Tickle. It sounds funny when I say it like that, but... Okay, yeah, we don't want... Actually, I mean, we have Heal Bell. We kind of don't mind getting Mortal Spun here. So let's go for that flip turn. Let's get that damage. Cool. That works. And then... Go into our choice Scarf Corviknight. Show him what's up. What do we do? We could, honestly. How much is Corviknight's U-turn doing? It's like nothing. Okay. Still not a bad play. Let's do it. Corviknight U-turn. U-turn into a Rocky Helmet Blissey. Actually does not look bad. Okay, sick. We get to do a free defog. Let's I mean, so this is going to be I think we'd rather poison this. Yeah, so let's poison this. This might switch out. Okay, it doesn't switch out. Synchronize will obviously fail. Oh no, it's inner focus, right? And we can defog here. Okay, it might switch. Let's go for the Wisp. That'll cover the Glamora and the Goldengo. Cool, we hit the Will-O-Wisp. Great stuff. Goldengo is now burned. You'll love to see it. Let's go into, I think, Lou, and let's see if we can start spike stacking. That'd be really cool. Okay, Garchomp's going to come in. I think we can hit this with a Ruination to start. Come on, dude. Okay, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Do we... I think we have to go... I think... let's go for an Earthquake. Let's just get some damage. All right, now let's go into Corviknight. I wish we had hit the Ruination. That would have been really cool, but I probably maybe should have clicked Earthquake to begin with, to be honest. And let's just go for the U-turn here. Yep, Scale Shot, fine. And then we have... Actually, we don't need to go into Lokix. We've got Alomomola here, which can tank this actually really well and just go for a flip turn. So let's do that. I don't think this thing even has... I don't think this thing runs Terra Blast Electric anymore. Last I saw, this was like a Terra Poison Jab set. So, okay, cool, yeah. Mola's going to take a little bit of damage. We get some good chip, and now this Garchomp's really weak. Let's go for a first impression here. Goldengo enters, fine. I don't mind that. Let's go Blissey. I don't think you Psyshock here. That'd be kind of a wild play. This is a tough matchup. I kind of agree. I think it's not great for you. Let's go Mola here. Okay, good scale shot. I think we can... It's a 5-hit, which is kind of... I think we can sack Corviknight. Oh, cool. You went for that. Okay, back into Mola. Maybe not 5-hit this time. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Okay, we get 4 hits this time. How much is 5 hits doing? Still has a chance to kill. Likely to kill, actually. So that's, yeah, we don't mess with that. I don't want to sack Corviknight, but it feels like the play. I think we just let it go. Okay, now let's go Mola and flip turn again. I think we've got him on the ropes. We've got to leverage hazards as soon as possible, though. That's definitely the play here. We want to get up spikes right now because that Glamora is looking weak. And if we get up spikes, this thing's not going to be able to... It's not going to be able to wish up either of these guys, or the Glamora at least, if we get up hazards. Okay, so that's one. That's a start. That's good. Ooh, do we try? No, let's not get greedy. Let's just go Mola. We click. Okay, so here's the funny thing. We can go Blissey here, and because we have a Rocky Helmet, we'll block the Mortal Spin. Check this out. Rocky Helmet Blissey in the house. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Me and my Rocky Helmet Blissey, and that now means the Garchomp is dead. Like, confirmed, permanently gone. Cool. I mean, this could actually get a little tricky if we let it get out of hand, but let's not let it get out of hand. Sludge Wave here. Okay, that's doing a lot. I think it does have Sludge Wave, or was it like... This thing had a weird set some of the times I faced it. Because it had like a recovery move, I think, as well. I think we can protect and scout and just kind of see what it has. Okay, Discharge. That's new. Have not seen that one. Okay. That's interesting. So how much is Blissey Seismic Toss doing? 33, and how much is Banded Lokix First Impression if we Terra doing? 33, so it's not quite doing it. So if this thing is Roost, we are kind of in trouble. I think we can still go Blissey. Okay, didn't get the boost. That's good. That did way more than I thought. Going for the Discharge Paras. I think let's heal up again. Okay, we're getting paired this time. Let's go for the seismic toss, and I'm going to hope this thing does not have recovery. One option, we could go Ting Lu here. We could go Ting Lu. I think that's an okay option because what I don't want it to do is click Roost. Okay. It's playing like it probably doesn't have Roost. I think we probably still let the Lu go. So let's go Lokix, and now let's go for the Terrabug first impression. This is guaranteed KO. Yeah. Unless this is a really weird Iron Moth. Okay, Garchomp gets sacked. Makes sense. Moth enters again. I think we can go... I think let's go hard Mola here. A hard discharge here would be a weird play. Yeah, there's the Morning Sun, so now we can flip turn. Okay, really weird Fiery Dance. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the thought process was there. Let's go right back in. We absolutely click first impression. No need to read. No need to think. Just click the buttons. Back into Mola. Actually, the discharge on Mola would have been a smart play because you could have potentially paralyzed. But yeah, we can just go Tickle now for the end of time. Okay. Yeah, Umbreon comes in. It's gonna be like probably a wish attempt. Let's just like this is a bit of a reckless play, but let's just go Lokix here, just because I'm being a little impatient, to be honest with you. Does Goldengo die to a U-turn here? It does. So let's just U-turn here. Yeah, this will super die, which is pretty funny if you think about it. Let's go Mola again. We have no reason to ever risk this Dragonite getting out of hand. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Let's get the timer going. I'd forfeit, personally, if I were Auburn Hills. But okay, fair enough. We don't want to tickle till the Dragon Dance comes off. That's the rule. Yep, exactly. Do we die to a foul play? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't. Let's just go into Lokix here. If we get Thunder, like, Lokix just doesn't matter at this point. Okay, yeah, we get paralyzed, fine. Let's just U-turn. Cool. Okay, now we can spam Tickle all we want because it's not going to ever be able to switch out. So let's just Tickle. I don't know why they're playing this out. This is kind of weird, but sure, let's do this. Yeah, let's keep going. I mean, there's no reason not to. Unless they stop clicking Dragon Dance, there's no reason to stop clicking Tickle. Okay, we're doing this, I guess. It's exact same PP, which is why you want to make sure they click Dragon Dance before you click Tickle. All right. Oh, we have one more, yeah, because they clicked 2. So, oh, never mind. It's the same. Okay, now let's click flip turn. They have no Dragon Dances remaining. Oh my gosh, are we about to kill? How do we... Oh, because the Rocky Helmet, we... Critical hit plus the Rocky Helmet, Mola killed with a flip turn. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that one coming. GG, lol. That was funny. Bet you've never seen a Mola come in on a full HP D-Knight and kill it. Like in one turn. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys liked watching Mola tickle a Dragonite for like 3 minutes. If that's what you're into, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. I have no idea why they were playing that out. I would not have played that out, but I mean, it led to that funny endgame with the Mola killing a Dragonite with a flip turn. That was goofy. Why no flip turn into Lokix? Yeah, we don't want to give D Knight +1. Helmet is indeed better chip than rocks against a neutral target, yeah. Okay, good thing we have Terra Water Blissey, because we might be happy we have that here. So we've got a, I mean, this seems like a good matchup, honestly. I think we, you know, I'm tempted to just like lead Wheezing and Toxic something, because Toxic looks great against this team. I think let's not go overboard. Let's start with Blissey and let's just, well, I'm hesitant to Stealth Rock because I feel like the Cinderace is just going to come in and take them, but we can set up Stealth Rock multiple times, so let's do it. Okay, Tusk comes in, usually not bulk up on Sun. If it is bulk up, that'd be a complete disaster, to be honest with you, especially now with the U-turn, but let's go Mola here. Let's see. Rapid Spin, fine. We can Flip Turn. Okay, you want to set that up? I can just go into my trusty Corviknight and Defog. Weight comes in, all right. Speed Booster. That's not too threatening. I think we should be able to just wall that with Blissey, right? Yeah, oh geez, yeah, poor thing. Gosh, almost feel bad for it. Let's go for Stealth Rock. Yeah, okay. In comes the Ace. Let's go into Mola. Yeah, there's the court change, as one would expect. Let's Flip Turn here. Ace should want to get out of this. It might have Wisp, which would be a little annoying. I don't want Mola to get Wisped here, but usually on Sun they're more offensive, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, Bolt comes in. Interesting. So we don't... Actually, I was about to say we don't want to go Blissey, but like, why not? Let's go Blissey. Okay, let's get up Stealth Rock. See what this thing wants to do here. We can't play two... Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's the Calm Mind coming out. Interesting. So we don't have Calm Mind. So let's respond with a prompt Ting Lu. And we instantly get critical hit by Dragon Pulse. That's not what you like to see. Let's go for an Earthquake. Okay, that did a lot, so that's good news at least. Could we go Blissey here and Seismic Toss a couple times with how much the Dragon Pulse is doing? I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth preserving Lu, honestly. So let's just Earthquake here. Let's just go Lokix, and then we Terra Bug first impression. Tusk enters, and it's going to get so chipped that it cannot Rapid Spin on Mola. So rocks are up, and my opponent is going to have to deal with that with their Sun team. They're going to have to deal with the rocks. You'll love to see it. Is it Semistall? Yeah, Semistall is different from Stall because of what you just saw, right? Someone in chat asked, like, you just saw a Pokemon be sacked. On a Stall team, that is a big no-no. You never do that. On this team, that's part of how it plays. Okay, we might see... Actually, I think we might see a Healing Wish here. So what I'm going to do is Wish, because okay, that's fine too. Yeah, we can just go... I think we can just go... actually, we might not be able to go Blissey. Let's go Blissey. I think we can go Blissey and just Seismic Toss. Okay. Okay. I think we can Seismic Toss again. I think because of the leftovers, I think we're okay. Oh, that killed. Okay, what? Okay, that was weird. So, okay, these things have Lunar Dance. Might have Trick Scarf. What am I okay with getting tricked? It's Corviknight again. Let's go into that. Okay, Calm Mind. All right, let's U-turn. This is so weird. I mean, it should Terra here, right? Okay, here's what we can do. How is Stored Power killing Mola yet? It probably is, unfortunately. Oh, it's not. It's not. Okay, that's good news. So then what I can do is I can go into Mola here, I can Tickle, and then we can bring in Lokix and threaten it. Okay. Now we're super dying. What is the sack? What is the sack? I think... What's the least valuable Pokemon? I mean, it's gotta be Corviknight, right? Corviknight is just not doing a thing. But if the Crest comes back in, we can use Corviknight to pivot on it. Kind of. No, we're just gonna go hard Mola on it, so... Can Corviknight live a hit? It can't. So we go Corviknight here because we could slow turn on it if the Crest doesn't just go for the attack here. Okay, it does. And let's run a calc on what we hit it with last time. So our Corviknight's U-turn did 14 when the Cresselia did not have... wait, hold on, I gave it more special attack. Defense. It did not have a defense drop. And our Corviknight's U-turn did 14. That implies... max defense. So let's just assume this is an absolute maximum defense Cresselia, because that's the safest assumption. It's probably not absolute max defense, but okay. We Terra here. Oh my gosh. That is a super effective damage we're looking at, which is terrifying. How is it? Okay, but no, that's without the defense. Okay, that's without the defense. So with the minus defense, if it Terras into like poison or something, and we Terra bug first impression, we are not quite killing it still, which is crazy to me. But okay, I guess then we can like U-turn is probably the play. Terra bug U-turn. But let's I guess we just body press here or something. Okay. Lokix in, we U-turn here. And if they recover, I think we have to go Wheezing. I think we have to do, yeah. Okay, Cinderace is going to get sacked. I think we're in the clear. Like, I know it looks like we're in a super dire spot. I actually think we're doing okay. Let me check a quick calc on the Wake, because the Wake damage on Blissey I don't think was choice specs in Sun. It was... Let me check this. Yeah, because now we can just tickle it with Mola easier next time, so I think we're in an okay position. Kind of want to go Wheezing here. I'm sort of thinking at this stage I sort of want to... Part of me wants to defog. Actually, no. On the crest we just go... I think we go hard Wheezing, and that... Well, but it might be... It's probably Terra Poison though, or Terra Steel or something. I don't want to get my Wake, because yeah, I don't think that was Specs Wake. Can it kill Mola without Specs? It doesn't look like it. If it's like maybe like a Wise Glass or something. Okay, I mean actually it's a chance to, which is not great. I still think we go Mola here. And then I think we Wish, probably. Okay, yeah, there's the Wake coming in. Let's protect. Dragon Pulse. Okay, maybe you don't have Draco then? Even if you do have Draco, it probably doesn't kill. So I think we Wish here. Okay, that is definitely choice specs. I was super wrong about that. That's not good. Okay, we actually protect. I was about to say like, oh my gosh, my Mola's dead. It's like, no, we can just protect. And now we can go Wheezing. And then we can poison something. Good Ninetales switch. Good Ninetales switch. Overheat does not kill here. So I think... Ooh, actually, though, I want to go back into Mola in case there's a Healing Wish shenanigans afoot. I think that's what we want to do. Overheat. Okay. Then we go for a Wish here. Yeah, because we got to be ready for the Healing Wish. Forgetting Healing Wish is something I've done many times in the past, and I've got to stop, and today's the day. Okay, we protect. There's zero question in my mind about clicking protect here. And we go Wheezing. Also zero question in my mind. We go Mola again. I think this is always the right sequence. I think there's no harm here, I think. Actually, let's Wish. I think we Wish. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's protect. Cresselia comes in, fine. I think we always tickle here. Weird that they're not healing this up. I wonder if it's some like ridiculous Cresselia that doesn't have healing. Let's protect. Dragon Ball, let's go Wheezing. Cresselia. Let's Wisp, because I'm so... Yep, called it. Absolutely called it. Let's go Mola now. Tickle. Yep, Store Power does not kill. Then I think we go... Blissey, I think is the play. How much is Lokix doing? Let's double check that. First impressions, we're doing like 73. And then the Blissey doing 22. So 22 plus burn, 60. It's like 28 plus 62. But it's probably not max defense. It's probably not absolute max. So I think this is okay. Yeah, I think this is okay. So, all right, let's I think we spam soft-boiled is the right play until the stored power is getting, like, really scary. I think we just, yeah. It's going for the... Yeah, it's the Lokix plan is completely working. This is great to see. This is great to see. I think if we keep it up, we might actually even be able to leech life the Cresselia, which would be extra cool. I don't think we need to leech life to win, but I think it would be helpful for sure. Actually, we might need to leech life to win. It's hard to say. It's a really weird... This is a really weird end game we're in, to be honest. I think with the amount of damage it's doing, no, we seismic toss here. Okay, it goes down. So it's got to be. I think it has to be. I think a Lokix leech life. The helmet is unfortunate here because I don't think we do enough to tusk. That the mole. We might have to defog. Is there a world where we can defog? I mean, I think however this goes afterward, we definitely leech life here and now. I think, well, how much are we doing the tusk? It's an offensive tusk. I fear we may be cooked. Unless I double Mola here. I think they're going to preserve this. We protect. Hydro Steam, let's wish. How much is Wheezing taking from Hydro Steam? Specs Wake. That's not a kill. That is not a kill. I think we protect here, though. Yeah, okay. Now we wish. Or do we can keep PP stalling this. I don't know how effective that's going to be. Because the test can reset rocks is the tricky part. I think we have to protect. I'm trying to like, but okay, if they go Cress as I protect, I have to flip turn into Wheezing. I don't know if it's possible. We can try. Okay, because no, if they go into Cresselia, what happens here? If they go into Cresselia as I protect, I have to go Wheezing and Defog, and then they have... Yeah, I don't think it works. I feel like they should be like... Wait, hold on. I might be going about this all wrong. Wheezing... How much are you doing to Wheezing? 89 maximum, eh? I need Mola to be healthy, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip turn here, because I need Mola to be healthy after I defog, so I can switch in and not sack the Wheezing. So I'm going to protect here, and I'm going to hope we don't get high rolled. If we don't get high rolled, I think we're in a good spot. We get high rolled. I was playing that so well, dude, and then it's just like, hey, we're going to hit you with this like 12% roll. Good game. That sucked. I mean, that just super sucked. That was super lame. Not much else to say about that. Yeah. That was so dumb. I think that play. I mean, we defogged there. We went back into Mola. That's heartbreaking. Okay, well, I think we took. I mean, that was just so frustrating. I'm trying to think how I could have played that game differently. I think it was honestly played really well. I think that was played super well, and we just got. It sucks, dude. I mean that just really sucks. I guess that's another point in favor of Combine Blissey, though. Maybe we could put dual hazards on Lou. Drop Ruination, just go Earthquake. That seems like an insane set, but I don't know, maybe that's a thing. Nah, that sucked so much. That just should not have gone that way. All right, I'm going to mute this guy. This person's annoying. Or ignore the opponent, excuse me. So, okay. Yeah, that was a tragic ending to a really well-played game, I would say. Okay, I mean, yeah, Glamora bot, so let's lead with this. Okay, Garchomp, fine. Let's go for the Ruination. Hopefully this time it goes a little better. Okay, going for Hazard Stack, which is interesting. I've got a whole Wheezing, but okay. Let's Earthquake. All right, it's going to just probably click U-turn here. We can go into Mola. Corviknight takes a lot less from a U-turn, but it doesn't have a Regenerator. So, okay, didn't banded max roll critical hit, looks like. Actually, no. Yeah, no, nope, that was a pretty high roll critical hit. Cool. Great to see. All right, let's go into Corviknight here. We might get Dragon Tailed. That's okay. I'm in no position to complain about a Fatmon. I'm complaining about a Hydro Steam getting a high roll. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go for a Defog here. Okay, nice Earthquake. What are we doing? I mean, is this... Are you... I guess this is an offensive chop from the way they're playing this. That's a bizarre play. Let's go into Lou. I'm expecting like a Fire Blast to be on this set from the way they've been doing this. Let's... we can Earthquake here. We could Spike up too. I think let's Earthquake. Actually, let's Ruination. Let's Ruination. I think there's a good chance Sinister comes in. Okay, it is Life Orb, so probably Earth, probably something. All right. Well, they give up their... Oh, come on, dude. Another critical hit? All right. I mean, that's frustrating, but it is what it is. Okay, we got a Greninja. Blissey should be able to stop a Greninja, hopefully. Hopefully we're not. Okay, we got a physical Gren. Let's go Corviknight then. I mean, Corviknight should be able to stop that. Let's see what we got. Gong Shot, okay. Let's I mean, we'll watch this be like a random taunt. Okay, it wasn't taunt, cool. Hydro Pump, Life Orb, that does not kill. So let's, I mean, do we need to preserve this Corviknight for anything? Not really. Let's Body Press this thing. Yeah, doesn't kill. I think this should... I don't think this will kill. It'll get... Okay, it just straight up killed. I guess... Oh, because it was mixed. I guess the mixed... Oh, no. I was just wrong. That straight up did kill. Okay, cool. Ival comes in. Let's... I mean, we have no reason not to U-turn here. We can just U-turn and kind of see what it's up to. Okay, Swords Dance. Cool. Let's go into Wheezing. I want a Toxic, actually, because although Will-O-Wisp is kind of theoretically better, it can miss. Let's Protect. Go for another one. Like, this is kind of all the Wheezing's for, so I don't really feel I'm fine using it this way. Actually, I guess it'd be good for the Sinistra. Yeah, it'd be good for the Sinistra, so I'll preserve it. After this, we'll go into Corviknight to take it out. We go Lokix. Lokix seems fine. Okay, Sinistra. So this is going to probably like instantly force a Terra, I would say. So let's U-turn here. Okay, Glamora and... Okay, and we instantly get the... I mean, that's... I guess that could... I guess the red card could have been worse. I guess it could have... Okay, we see the spikes. Yeah, this is actually not great. Let's see here. Could go Blissey. Blissey can't touch this thing. Could go Lokix, but then I feel like that could go badly. I mean, how much did the U-turn do? How much did Lokix U-turn do? Is that indicating this is a defensive set? No, it's not. No, hold on. That's a... Nobody's running that Glamora. Yeah, so this is a defensive Glamora. How much is Wheezing taking from a Shadow Ball is a good question. Okay, too much. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. I don't think we really have another option, though. That was really a bad play, letting my Wheezing get chipped against the the Ival. Yeah, that was bad. But okay, we're in now. Scuba, I'm gonna take you out as well. You've just been like, just hating in not an entertaining way. Okay. Sure, we can protect for once. I don't think you calm mind here. Good. Okay, now let's toxic. We have a 0% chance to die unless this is an offensive Sinistra for some reason. There's the Terra Poison. Okay. So I think what we do is hard Blissey. Actually, that's likely to okay. Let's Will-O-Wisp then. Okay. Now I think we sack Lou. Then we go Blissey. Blissey, I think, lives, right? Let me check this. Blissey, do you live? Yeah, Blissey lives. Okay, so let's I mean, it might not heal the matcha. The healing might get us. Okay, let's try the Blissey plan and see how it does. Okay, did a lot. Let's start clicking Seismic Toss, I guess. Let's see how much this heals. This is gonna probably heal like 1 billion. Okay, that actually didn't heal quite as much. I mean, it healed a lot, but not honestly as much as I thought it would. Let's go for another one. Okay, and it definitely goes for it here. Will it heal? I think it'll heal less from Blissey, so let's just let it go down. Okay, and then I think we go Lokix. And I'm hoping Terrabug first. Okay, it does not. That's not good. I thought it would do a lot more. I should have, you know what I should have done? I should have sacked. Yeah, okay, I threw. Okay, yeah, because it's bold. I mean, it might be like 200 defense. Is there any world where first impression kills? No, pretty much not. Okay. Yeah, because I should have sacked Wheezing and then gone Lokix, Terrabug, and then we would have been able to sack Blissey so it couldn't be strength sapped, and then yeah, that would have been the play. But we didn't do that, so we are where we are. Let's Terrabug U-turn. Maybe it won't heal up a ton from Wheezing. It healed up kind of a ton. Well, I mean, was that lower than it was before? Okay, 37% chance to kill now. That's better. Oh no, but it's just gonna Machagacha. We can, I guess, defog. I don't know. Yeah. All right, GG. I mean, I guess it might miss. There's always that. Let me. Yeah, I guess it could miss. I'll Leech Life. Maybe it'll go for a Machagacha and miss. But yeah, I threw this. Okay, that's crazy that didn't kill. But I mean, critical hit here. Critical hit here would do it. The weird thing is, okay, critical hit. We have another chance. No, GG. Yep, I threw that one. The lack of Common and Blissey has screwed us over and over again. So let's go dual hazards. We have Heal Bell and Wish. I don't think we necessarily need to heal up Ting Lu. And let's get Calm Mind off this Blissey. Let's get Calm Mind on this Blissey, excuse me, because that has just been punishing us over. Like, we've lost like how many games now to that Blissey not having Calm Mind? It's been quite a few. I think of our 3 losses, 2 of them have been because Blissey didn't have Calm Mind. Like, that would have shut down the Cresselia, that would have shut down that Sinistra. So we're now going dual hazard Ting Lu, which I honestly think fits better here. Yeah, that was, I did throw, but it also, like, if we had Calm Mind, it would have been a lot easier as well. HF. Okay. Let's see. This is a pretty standard team. Nothing crazy going on here. I feel like a Wheezing lead actually doesn't look bad. It can wisp. We can wisp or poison everything. So we can start off with that. Lokix. Lokix looks pretty good. It can break here, especially if we knock off the Zapdos. That could be good. We probably want to. Thank you. Probably want to see if we can eliminate their hazards before we start trying to set our own. But yeah, I think this doesn't look like too bad a matchup. I don't see anything I'm really scared of. This should be just a solid win on the defensive side. Okay, let's protect in case this is like choice specs Hurricane. People really do be pulling that kind of thing. Okay, Discharge. I'm okay to Toxic this. Okay, U-turn comes out. Fair enough. Let's see what we got. Probably Treads coming in. Okay, they'll probably think because I have Toxic, I don't have Wisp, but then I do. Let's go for it. Please don't be like a choice band Iron Treads. Okay, good. Please hit. Okay, this is going way better than I thought it was. Thought it would go. Let's go into Mola. Okay, we got our helmet knocked off. That's slightly annoying, but yeah, that's kind of annoying. But we've got another Rocky helmet, so that's good. New streams. The stream schedule is like pretty messed up right now, but it'll be back. We'll get to a more consistent kind of rhythm. Low key, we can just because Discharge. Yeah, like let's just flip turn. Oh my God! Please don't be Rocky Helmet. Please don't be Rocky Helmet. Oh, thank God. Okay, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. That did a lot to Mole. Am I going crazy, or was that special attack invested? I'm going crazy. I don't know what I was looking at. Okay, well, let's go for a Toxic, I guess. Probably just bring in Treads. Just fine. We can go Mola, get some regen back. Let's flip turn. Never meet your heroes. That's funny. Okay, that's not great. Let's go. Oh, this is actually kind of getting annoying. We can go. I mean, they're just going to click U-turn, right? But I guess you never know. Let's go Lou. I think that's fine. Okay, probably Aatrox comes in. We can go Corviknight. We got a Rocky Helmet. So, okay. Okay, flip turn. Interesting. All right. That flip turn did a ton. Is that that's banded? Okay, we got a banded Aatrox situation on deck. That is not good news. That is not good news. We could Terra Dragon here. I wonder if that would be worthwhile. Gives us another water resist. Allows us to defog right now. Feel like it does. I think I'm going to go for the Terra Dragon. Please don't discharge and paralyze me. Please don't discharge and paralyze me. Okay, good. I don't believe Hurricane kills. Oh, Hurricane does have a chance to kill here, so let's go into Blissey. All right. If the Aatrox enters, we go right into Wheezing. So I'm expecting a dark move here. Let's see. Flip turn. Okay. Good call. Opponent's playing this well. I feel like we just go Ting Lu, right? Seems pretty good here. Okay, cool. I think we just want to go for a nice Ruination. Yeah, get that Aatrox bit damaged. Good. Okay, so this is banded. Let's get that in. Let's get that choice band in. If it goes for a Razor Shell here, it doesn't kill me. It does a billion, but it doesn't kill me. I'm really tempted to stay, and I think Mola is the right play. Okay, yeah, that was the right call. Mola was the right call. I think Lokix is the worst possible breaker for Semistall. That is a unbelievably bad opinion. Lokix has been good in several games. Like, I don't think this team model is bad. I think we've just had a combination of some rough matchups, a bit of rough RNG, and then we've got to kind of figure a couple things out. But, okay, Ting Lu gets a Choice Scarf. That's not good news. But it does mean that our Blissey definitely walls this Latios pretty much forever. So that is good news. I think we can just go for a nice stealth rock here. Okay, we're going to see a lot of flip turns going on. Zapdos comes in. Fine. Probably they'll want to go into treads ASAP. Get those hazards removed, which I think is okay. Let's go into, we can go into Blissey. I think if treads comes in, we go Corviknight every time. Do we roost or do we just defog? I think we just defog immediately. Okay, that's totally fine. We can roost up here and then we can just defog again. Yeah, we can PP stall these stealth rock, so we're not worried about that. Go Blissey. Can heal our paralysis at some point. All right, I'm it's probably gonna click a dark move now. We can go Mola. Okay, just flip turning again. All right, understandable, I guess. Yeah, the Volt turn is kind of tricky. I guess we can go Corviknight. Okay, we get paralyzed. Sick. Love that. It's Roost, I suppose. Let's not get full parried first turn, please. Good. Cool. Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's go Lou, I suppose. It's probably going to huge. This is a full... Like, this is just pivoting. I mean, I get it. Like, it's pivoting's really good, and you're seeing why. But, wow, there's a lot of pivoting. I think if Zapdos comes in here, we flip turn on it. Dragapult. Okay, that U-turn damage on the Lou indicates this is a Specs Pult. So let's go into Blissey here. Okay, there's the Draco. And we can go for a nice heal bell. Get our Pokemon back, basically. Okay, let's go Mola. Our newly consistent again Mola. And we can flip turn on this. Come on, dude. Like instantly, like right away. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna get paralyzed constantly, and that's gonna be how this goes. Let's go for a Seismic Toss here. Try to catch the Aatrot if we can. Got him. That's a huge hit. Okay, let's go Mola. Okay, as the flip turn, as you would. I'm going to flip turn. I don't think oh, what? Okay, that was a really weird discharge because that would allow us to defog, but okay, opponent made a good call, or the right call at least, and they got us. So it's not looking good. When the Tinglu got tricked, that was when things really went awry. That was when things really went badly. I guess let's U-turn here. Okay, we get, yeah. I mean that kind of makes sense. It's annoying, but that one kind of makes sense. I think we can, we can stealth rock. The treads is just gonna, yeah, the Tinglu, get it. That was a really bad turn, and we can't touch the treads, which is not good either. Let's go Blissey here. And let's soft-boiled, I guess. I think that's what we do. Aatrot. Okay. Razor, it doesn't kill. Let's go for this, I think the Seismic Toss. Hopefully it's not Sacred Sword. I think there's a lot of better moves to run. Oh, that might kill us. Please. Oh, all right. Good game. That sucked. All right, let's see. I mean, it probably wasn't a roll. Okay. Yeah, GG. I mean, geez, that was rough. I think the Tinglu getting tricked was really what did us in. Yeah. That was, I mean, it was going fine. I'm just trying to think, like, how should I have played this? Should we have gotten aggressive with low kicks earlier? And maybe just, like, been okay with playing the hazards up on both sides game? Didn't really work. Wouldn't really work so well when they have a treads, though. Yeah, I think we just kind of lost the momentum early, and then it just didn't go well from there. The U-turn Zapdos was rough with the banded Aatrot. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. This didn't go well. This definitely didn't go well. I was really surprised to see the discharge on that one turn, because if I brought in Corviknight, it kind of put my opponent in a bad spot. So I really didn't think they'd click that, but I guess it kind of makes sense with Tinglu with a Choice Scarf. Maybe I got impatient, but I think I kind of needed to make a play at some point, because that was not going well. Yeah. I mean, no, we've had worse games. That was not by far the worst game. We've had some really rough ones, but like there been some ones I could not kill a single Pokemon, just like stall games where you get completely walled out. But yeah, I guess I should have probably anticipated the Terra. Letting both helmets go was not great either. I think I probably should have kept one of the helmets around. So there were playing mistakes as well. So yeah, there were playing mistakes. I think this idea does have merit still, despite this going horrible. I feel like with honestly just better playing, I think there were some playing mistakes. I was not on the top of my game today. There was some just straight up bad RNG, and the Calm Mind Blissey I think is going to help stuff a lot as well. So I still believe in the idea. I think this kind of Lokix Semistall can be great. It obviously was not great today. But yeah, I think there were ways I could have played that we would have won. It was just I think I played that one pretty poorly. So okay, I still do believe there is hope for this idea. But obviously that was a rough showing. 2-4, not great. Obviously not a great record. All the people saying Lokix doesn't fit on Semistall. Do you know what Semistall is? Like, because Lokix was in many of these games very helpful. Like Semistall in general is an archetype that's not seen a lot in Generation 9. It's a rare archetype, but for people that like don't understand or don't think Lokix fits here, you are dead wrong. I am absolutely certain that Lokix is a solid choice on Semistall. Now, is Lokix Semistall viable? Maybe not. Semistall in general, as I said, has been in a dire state lately, because stall teams, you kind of need like all 6 defensive Pokemon, and even then you still get bowled over by some stuff. But no, Lokix it kind of functions very similarly to Ditto in principle. That's because it's Ditto kind of being that revenge killer that copies sweepers. Ditto stalls have been very successful in the past. Lokix is a very similar kind of Pokemon to Ditto in the sense that it's very good at revenge killing sweepers. So no, this is not like bad in theory. The theory is behind this is completely solid. If you are thinking like Lokix doesn't fit because it looks weird that there's a Lokix on a defensive team, you just don't understand. But it is absolutely a valid idea, and the theory behind it is solid. And I think it has potential. The execution was not great today. I think I made some building mistakes for sure, and definitely some playing mistakes. But I think the idea has potential. I will probably not stream it again. I might try it again a bit on my own if I have some time. But yeah. Anyway, but so wait, someone said, oh no, I did not watch any World Cup games. I'm not a soccer guy. I just haven't seen any of those. What do you think of Claude over Lu? I don't think Tinglu was the problem. Tinglu did great there in a lot of games, and having a dark type, I mean, I guess we have Lokix, but no, I think Tinglu was fine. I think the dual hazards work well. It was good for Goldengo. I think we do want to keep the Tinglu here. It's not bad in theory, just in reality. I mean, we have a sample size of 6 games, and there were quite a few playing mistakes and a bit of bad RNG, and we'd be like 4-2 if the Blissey had Calm Mind earlier. So I think some of you may be eating your words when I drop the Lokix Semistall video. Yeah. Do you have any interest in lower tiers? Not really. Needs a better break. It's a semi-stall team. I mean, what are you talking about? No stall team is going to have like a really aggressive breaking core. Then it's called balance. It's a different archetype. Okay, I don't know. I think okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue anymore. It doesn't make. If you think Lokix Semistall is just bad and it doesn't work, and Lokix needs to be a better breaker, I think you don't understand what Semistall is and how it works. That's my opinion. But you may be right. I really don't think you are. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, a lot of comments. A lot of comments. Yeah, no, I think I can tell when I play a team if it's just like not even theoretically good and like won't work. I did not get the sense with this. I think this can work. I think it was, I mean, 6 games is a small sample size. I've played some teams where I'll win like 5, I'll go like 5-1, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't good. I can tell. This is a team I get the sense that there's potential behind this idea. But hate all you like. We'll see what happens. I think I'll get the last laugh on this one. But anyway, antagonistic comments aside, and my predictions. Thank you guys for attending. Thank you guys for what was it? Yeah, Rest Lou was also kind of useless. That's what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, that's fair, Mood. It's an opinion. I think your opinion's wrong, but well, I know an opinion can't be wrong. Well, can't hold on. Yeah, an opinion. Well, can an opinion be wrong? Well, it's an opinion about thinking about certain things. So I guess I'd say I think you're wrong, but yeah, no, I'm not offended. I'm not offended by the people that have different opinions, but I don't think you understand how Semistall works. But okay, thank you guys for if Semistall was in a bad position in the meta, then why not build Lokix in a different archetype? Well, because I thought Lokix might be the secret sauce Semistall needs to not be bad in the meta. And because I've already built Lokix pretty successfully on a lot of other archetypes. We've done a Lokix balance that was pretty good. It's pretty outdated now, but that was pretty good. And then there was a Lokix like sticky web, like swords dance, like veil or webs. I can't remember. That was pretty good. Was it opinions that disagree with facts, or well, but it's not really like a fact. I guess well, I guess it is a fact if this idea / team has potential or not. It's just a fact that we don't know yet. So it's, I don't know. Anyway, it's weird. But anyway, nonetheless, whether you think I was going totally in the wrong direction, or you see the vision, or you're not quite sure, whatever side you're on, thank you for attending. I hope you had a good time. I had, I mean, despite how this went, I had an okay time. I think I had a decent time. But yeah, thank you guys. A hypothesis. Yeah, I guess your hypothesis. I think your hypothesis is wrong, right? I use the scientific terminology. Thank you guys for attending. Let's end it there. I got to do a little bit of work, and then I'm going to sleep, and that should be great. I'm really looking forward to sleeping. Really looking forward to sleeping. Anyway, see you guys. End this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, someone asked, when's the next stream? Probably 2 days from now. Probably around the same time. All right. End this in 3, 2. Yeah, thank you guys for attending. I know I want to, I guess I quickly say, because I feel like we maybe ended on a bad note because I was like arguing with chat. I want to be clear. While I think the people saying Lokix bad are wrong. Not offended by it. You're entitled to your opinions. I definitely think you're wrong, but I do appreciate you guys. As always, thank you for being here. And you know, I guess the contrary opinions are maybe good too. Right? At least can kind of give me the opposite perspective. I'm a little too optimistic at times, as SRN would say when he's on stream with me. You know, gotta humble me. Gotta tell me my ideas suck. It's fine. I'd send SRN team ideas, and he'd be like, tell me like 80% of them are trash, and then we try the ones that were left over. So, you know, maybe I need a little bit of that. But either way, however it goes, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for attending. Thank you, and have a good night. This time we'll do the real one, or good morning, I guess, to most of you. 3, 2, 1.